Hello, everybody, and welcome to the LFC transfer room with myself, Louis Fell. It's finally here, our first truly big game of the season. It's Manchester United versus Liverpool, and this is, of course, the live watch along for that with myself. So please do, let's get involved. Let's get straight involved in the live chat. Let's get the opinions and comments flowing, thoughts, opinions on that starting lineup, which should be just rolling underneath you now. It's interesting, not just for us, but for both sets of teams, Liverpool and Man United, with some quite interesting choices in terms of the bench and the starting 11, which we'll get into. Certain things going on outside the ground, which we all knew were coming. Not been the most tasteful of protests, I must say. It's meant to be about Manchester United's ownership and trying to force the Glazer family out of their club. But somehow it turned into a good old-fashioned, calling Liverpool players murderers and all that good stuff. So, stay classy, Man United fan, stay on track, and I mean, that really makes everybody more sympathetic to your cause, doesn't it? So cheers on that one. Prajif, good to see you. Anissa, good to see you. Yes, so let's not dilly dally on that. So it is, of course, Alisson in goal, Trent, Gomez, Van Dijk, and Robertson. The midfield, Henderson, Milner, and Elliott. Okay, and of course, Firmino starts up top as well. So no place, not even on the bench, for Naby Keita, and that instantly raised a lot of eyebrows, as you'd expect. Paul Joyce has come out, though, and said that Naby Keita is injured. It doesn't feel right, and Anissa said that as well. I don't believe Joyce saying Keita is injured. I'm with you 100% on that one. It doesn't feel right. There's been no indication of it. Of course, there was the press conference recently. Good evening, Jen. Hope you're doing well. There was, of course, the press conference recently. No talk about it whatsoever. And there was this story. We even spoke about it this morning about Naby Keita wanting to start this game because it would show that he was important to the team, and it was a big moment in terms of his contract and stuff. And now suddenly he's injured, and that's not from the warm up. They only arrived at the stadium half an hour ago, and they're only out training in the last few minutes or so. This happened a while ago, so it's we'll see what happens. Is this some sort of Klopp ruse? Is this Klopp's way of trying to force a new midfield signing? That's certainly what some people seem to believe, and some of you may well think that as well. Let me know if that's what you think this is about. Is this Klopp making some kind of statement? Is he finally throwing the towel in on Naby Keita? Maybe, I don't know. Or is it a genuine injury? Is it an injury? Or what could it possibly be? I'm curious to see what people think. I reckon he threw a tantrum after not even making an appearance off the bench versus Palace. Well, that's kind of what it sounds like has already happened. So I don't know. Maybe that all that noise that came out about he's got to play because to show that the club still want him and for him to sign a new contract. Maybe Klopp's just seen that and taken it the other way and said, "No, you don't pick the teammate. I do," and has decided whether he was going to start him or not to not even put him in the team. Maybe that's what it all comes down to. But Paul Joyce has come out and said it's an injury, and whether you want to believe that or not is entirely up to you. Gary, good to see you. Tally ho, 4-0 tonight. Well, I want to talk about that as well because I don't like the way this is going. Tea and biscuits? Nope, just got a Jack Daniels and Coke. I'm on holiday after all, so I can get pissed on a weekday. It's all good. I get to sleep it off and lay in tomorrow, don't I? Kip at half time. I'm going to try and stick it out. I'm going to try and stick around for half time, and because I've got nothing else to do, have I? It's really simple. Saying Keita is not part of the plans. Well, maybe that is the case. Where's my remotes and all that? So I'm watching this on a very dodgy Amazon Prime stream, and I'm going to fall very far behind. So I feel like today is the day where I say, if you really want to spoil it, by all means go ahead, because I feel like I could be very far behind this one. So if you want to comment goal in the chat or sending off in the chat, by all means, please do that. The rules are off tonight because we're on holiday. Evening, where's the churros? You're in Spain, for God's sake. Churros? I don't like churros, mate. I like paella, but I'm not having cooked paella for, a bloody watch-along stream, am I? I've got a whiskey and Coke, and that'll do. Anissa, I've got a bad feeling. I mean, we're all going to get them. We're all going to get them, aren't we? Even the people saying that we're confident. It's just never nice. I hate being the favourites, and we are nailed on favourites for this. Like, if we don't win, the fallout, not just from our bloody fans, but from the world of football, we will be a laughing stock. We I'm not basing my life around that, but we would be a laughing stock for the next few days, certainly, if we were not to get a full 3 points from this, I feel like. So it's just a horrible feeling because it's going to be so much worse if you lose. If this is a gargantuan Man United side of old, yes, it's horrible, but this is worse. This is much, much worse. Stickbot animation. Unfortunately, no, you cannot stream games live to YouTube. So I will give you full commentary if you'd like to stay around for that. But we also stream every single night with everything Liverpool related. So, you don't have to stick around for this because I know it's maybe not everyone's cup of tea or watch along, but please do subscribe and stick around for all our other content as well when we're not playing. Let's face it, this has been coming for some time with Naby. He's forced his hand and lost. I kind of feel bad for him because I feel like that's his bloody his agency, isn't it? It's his agent making noise, trying to shake things up, and it's come back to bite them on the bloody arse, isn't it? So, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have as much sympathy because obviously he's part of that, but I just don't like it when agents speak on behalf of their players, and I know that's literally their job, but it shouldn't, be. I just don't like it. I really don't like it. Thank you, everybody who is joining and watching. Please feel free to get involved in the live chat. Tell me what your thoughts are on that midfield, first of all. The rest of the team, the Man United team, Ronaldo and Maguire have been benched as well. Harvey Elliott, of course, getting a start, as Hyla says, carrying the oldies around in the midfield. Yep. If you haven't heard, Genie Wijnaldum broke his foot yesterday. Life hasn't been easy. I imagine he's in the depths of. I reckon he's in a bad place. He needs looking after. Poor guy. Where have we heard about agents? Let me see. Mo Salah, perhaps. Yep, absolutely. As I was saying, sorry. Please do like the video and please do subscribe to the channel as well. It really, really helps us out. And we're nearly at 6K. We've got less than 10 subscribers to 6,000. So we could hit that tonight. Let me see where we are on this. Yeah, we are 9 away. We just need 9 subscribers, 9 new subscribers, and we'll hit 6,000. So, maybe this could be another drubbing of Man United, and we could hit 6K. What a day! What a day that would be. That bench is awful. This is meant to be a title-winning squad. It's worrying, isn't it? Last year our depth was, from the bench downwards, it was average at best. Even though I love Minamino and Origi was clutch, our bench was average, wasn't it? So it's just bloody Ronaldo coming over to talk to the pundits. Weird. Bench is absolutely atrocious, says Anissa. Yeah, so sorry, I'll get lost. I get lost sometimes. I do apologise. About 25 minutes left until kickoff, guys. So let's get your thoughts and predictions in on this team. Our bench last year, although it could be described as average, we did at least have good depth. Now, unless there's something mad at the end of this window, you're going to see a lot of youth names on our benches very, very frequently. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe Bajcetic is going to be our best ever number 6. Who bloody knows? But it's you do wonder where the logic is, kind of. I know there's injuries as well, but Tsimikas is back. Thiago is injured. Curtis Jones is injured. Basically, the midfield 3 playing for us now should, at the minute, be our bench players, shouldn't they? And that's the problem, isn't it? No, there's nothing wrong with the youth, Jen. Do not get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with the youth. Buy back Lord Origi. Bloody hell, could you imagine? I know it wasn't great off the bench versus Palace, but I would have liked Tsimikas to start. Robbo was just as bad anyways. Yeah, he ruined his chances, didn't he? He didn't do his chances any favour, did he? He's obviously second favourite. Like, Klopp absolutely adores Andy Robertson. I mean, look, I'll be honest. I didn't actually get to see the Crystal Palace game because I have been on holiday, and we didn't think we had Sky at that point, so I didn't know I could watch it. But I'll take your word for it that Robertson wasn't very good. But then it seems like Tsimikas came on and didn't do himself any favors anyway. So we're only 2 games in. It feels a bit harsh. Feels a bit harsh to drop Robertson when there's been problems elsewhere as well. It's interesting to see Fabinho on the bench though. I wonder what. I can't remember if we talked about that or not. I don't think there was any feeling that might be what happened. So, I mean, 20. I mean, I love Klopp. I trust him 100%. But it's crazy, isn't it? 2022, and it's Milner, Henderson, and Elliott. I mean, we are just missing Origi. We should have just signed him back, and we could have gone back in time to the heavy metal days. Except all 5 years older. Fabinho deserves to be benched. I'm okay with Hendo in the 6. Maybe in this game. Maybe if United are still terrible, then you can get away with it. But for any long period of time or against any really good team, Henderson's getting exposed in that position. I don't think I still maintain I don't think he's good enough to play as a number 6 for us, as an out-and-out backup, if that makes sense. Like, if Fabinho's laid off for a few weeks, no way. No way. It's one of those ones where Henderson is capable of coming in out of nowhere and putting in a good performance once in a while. But if you entrust that position to him over a period of games, he'll fall off a cliff. He'll fall off a cliff and he will get exposed. So I don't know on that one. Let me know if you can hear the telly, by the way, because if you can, I need to turn that down very, very quickly. But it's very quiet, and I'm hoping that this microphone, which I have to hold quite close to my mouth, can't pick it up. So we're about 22 minutes away or so from kickoff. As I was saying, I probably will be quite far behind in terms of the game. So if you want to spoil it, bloody go ahead. I don't mind. But just quick, I mentioned it at the start of the stream, just quickly. There's obviously protests going on around the club, which I don't think have actually done much. I think both sets of teams have managed to get to the stadium just about okay. Tino, hope you're doing well. Thank you for getting involved. That microphone looks like a mouse. Yeah, I know, it's cool. It's a wireless mouse though. Like, how cool is that? I can do anything. I can celebrate and hold it like that, and then I can bring it back to my mouth like that. So I feel like I'm a bit more agile with this one, but it's definitely not as good as the OG, the normal one that I use for watchalongs. I've still got PTSD from doing the Fulham watchalong. Sorry, I'm very comfortable. Wait, let me put this down a little bit. I'm still very comfortable. Still got PTSD from doing the Fulham watchalong at the start of the season in that travel lodge. Man, that was horrific. I should have known, but I had no idea how bad the Wi-Fi that I bloody paid for would be like. The one I went to, you had to pay just for any Wi-Fi whatsoever. Paid £3 for it, and it was absolute dog shite. I'm up in the mountains in Alicante right now, and it's brilliant, mate. I probably couldn't run Streamlabs on it, but there's no outage whatsoever. It's bloody brilliant. And then, of course, when it got to 2:00 and there was still 20 minutes left of the game, and we're at 2-2, the poor cleaners in the hotel were just waiting outside my room because the rest of the hotel was done, and there was little old me trying to stream a game. So I was just like, nah, I can't do this to them. Bless them. Yes, I have got the aircon on. I hope it's not too loud for you. There's probably a little bit of background noise with this microphone, but I hope it's not too bad. I can turn it off if you need me to. Yes, Hyla, thank you very much. Let's go through the teams again. We'll focus on Man United. Man United in goal, gone for David De Gea. Back 4 of Dalot, Varane, Martinez, and Malacia. So Malacia replaces Luke Shaw, and Varane comes in for Maguire. So if you were on the morning countdown, that's exactly what I was talking about. He's finally making at least some of these changes. And that's where they could surprise us in terms of that they could actually have a decent defence now. I know it's a meme that Martinez is quite short, but his actual record with aerial duels is pretty decent. Like, he's not as bad as his height might suggest. And Varane is, or at least was, a very competent defender. And then Malassi, I don't know too much about him, but Man United fans reckons he had a really good pre-season. So I guess that's all you need to know. And then they're going to have Rashford up top. Again, I don't know if there's a reason, but Donny van der Beek, again, is not a part of the starting lineup. I don't know if he's on the bench or not, but Donny van der Beek does not make the team. That's one of the biggest downfalls I've ever seen. Like, could we not just nab him? I know he's going to be from a deadly rival, but he's obviously, he can't be a part of their plans, and he can't have. What was he? He was on a 5-year contract, but that's 5 years ago now. So he's only got a couple of years left. Surely we could take him off of their shoulders. I mean, I know he didn't exactly light the world on fire at Everton, but that's because they're a relegation team. Put Mo Salah in Everton, he probably ain't going to do as well, is he? Put Ronaldo in United, he ain't going to do as well, is he? Give Donny van der Beek to us, we'll make him a star again, I promise you. But it's probably the reason why I'm not part of the Liverpool recruitment team, isn't it? With takes like that. We should be beating this rubbish wearing a blindfold and carrying bin bags. God. Yeah, maybe, but there's always that bloody chance, isn't there? There's always that chance. You don't know. But hey, maybe these protests will just have further distracted the players, the Man United players at least. Sorry. There's going to be a lot of camera adjustments today for when I get comfortable and what have you. There's going to be that could have easily thrown the United players off. Sorry, is what I was going to say. Those protests, knowing that there's so much unrest. But then again, that's what happened at Arsenal last year, and they ended up going on like a 10-game unbeaten run, didn't they? Matthias, good to see you. Hope you are doing okay, at least on this Monday evening. Of course, 8 p.m. kickoff in the UK, 9 p.m. kickoff where I am right now. And we are, just under 20 minutes, almost 15 minutes away from kickoff. So it's going by very, very quickly. Thank you to everybody who is watching. Please do make sure to leave a like on the stream. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel as well, because we are only 8 subscribers now. 8 subscribers away from 6,000. I'm sure we can do that tonight, whether that's today or whether it's on this stream on the Watchalong, or whether it's on the post-match stream later tonight at about 10 o'clock or 10 past 10. I'm sure we can do that today. So please do help us out if you haven't subscribed already. Got my LFC top on and beers ready. Come on, Liverpool. Yep, I'll cheers you to that. I've got whiskey and Coke, so cheers to you and everybody else who is watching with a drink, whether that's alcoholic or not. No chance, says Jen. Well, I'll trust you. I'll trust you on this one. I believe you. The bench. I haven't actually gone through the bench for Liverpool. So it's Adrian, Davis, 2 goalkeepers. Maybe that's a message in and of itself. Who knows? Vandenberg, Phillips, Simicas, Fabinho, Bajcetic, Clark, and Carvalho. So Bajcetic, Clark, and Davis are the youth players who are brought along with the first team. I think the under-21s played yesterday, and the 2 outfield players, Bajcetic and Clark, came off at half-time. So I think that was kind of nailed on that they'd be travelling with us. But 2 goalkeepers, again, very, very interesting. Bojak's here. Yes, here we go. Bojak's here and Gomez is starting at centre-back in the Man United derby. I can't believe it. For fuck's sake, apologies for the language. How's Nunes can miss the party is going to be a bloodbath. 6-0 Liverpool. I mean, I probably should just be as confident as you lot are, but I hate being favourites. I absolutely hate it. Sky Sports put the camera on a black woman and the crowd boos. Is this how we act in 2022? I don't know. I don't think Sky broadcasts to the the stadium, does it? I mean, if that's true, then that's appalling. I just bloody hope not. I mean, that is weird. That is really, really weird and bad if that's what they've done. But maybe I'm giving them too much. Maybe I'm giving them too much. What's the word? Trust or whatever. But I feel like Sky Sports don't like their picture doesn't broadcast to the screen even before games or at half time or anything. I don't know. Fingers crossed that's the case. I mean, they've already let themselves down, haven't they? They've already let. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Jamie Todd. I think that's what it is. It was towards Liverpool players, but yeah, it doesn't look good, does it? But to be fair, they've already called us murderers on the way in when it was meant to be a. When it was meant to be a. I've had too much already. When it was meant to be a protest about the Glazers, they decided to throw stuff at the Liverpool team coach, or what they thought was the Liverpool team coach at least, and call us murderers and stuff. So, you know, I just don't get it. Like, this is why nobody will take football fans seriously with anything, because say we, like, you know, the minorities in every fan group will just turn on each other. Like, it's very hard for a lot of outside fans to understand what Man United are going on about, because they see, you know, the net spend, they see the prices and the wages of all the players that come in. But, you know, I think Man United players genuinely do have a case for wanting to get rid of the Glazers. I think they have, you know, look at the trajectory of the club since Sir Alex Ferguson left. He was clearly plastering over the wounds. I mean, some of the teams he put out in his last year or two were bloody atrocious, and how they won the league, I don't know. And that's where you do have to, you know, take your Liverpool hat off and give some credit. I think they've got a genuine reason to protest, but then they stab themselves in the foot by doing that. I mean, maybe that's a minority, which it normally turns out to be, or at least what we all like to pretend it is. But that looked like a lot of people shouting murderers. And I just hope Man United channels, like, you know, the United Stand, who've been very vocal about the Glazers and this protest in particular. I hope Mark Goldbridge is able to see that and does call it out on his live stream, that that's got nothing to do with what you're protesting about, and it's also just vile and disgusting, isn't it? It just doesn't make any sense to me. We'll love to see Sky Sports bench camera. Ronaldo on bench will be fun to watch. Well, he came over to the pundits and he was, you know, shaking hands and laughing and smiling. So I don't know. I feel like he's mentally checked out of Man United. That's the feeling that I get. And it's difficult, isn't it? Because no Premier League team really wants him. No top 5 league team really wants him, because he's old. He costs a bloody fortune, wages. And if you're looking to play quick, progressive, or high-pressing football, he's not the man for it. Yes, he can grab you goals, but you're struggling in every other department. And on his off days, your whole team will suffer. Assassin Eagle, that's all right. We don't mind. We don't mind having United fans here. It's all good. We're an inclusive community. Good to see. I'm going for Liverpool 3, Man United 1. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Don't make us favourites. I hate it. Thousands of fans are sending a message to the world. But do you know what's interesting about that is that Sky, or at least the actual Sky Sports coverage for the game, I don't know about Sky Sports News, they've barely brought it up, and they haven't shown hardly any clips from outside the stadium. I mean, maybe that's impartiality, but it's something that's happening, so therefore the news should tell you about it. So, you know, Sky Sports owned by, you know, Sky owned by Fox, owned by Rupert Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch and the Glazers friends? Probably. You know, I imagine most billionaires are probably mates and have each other on speed dial. But that's a topic for another day, isn't it? We're 10 minutes away, finally, after that bloody draw against stupid Crystal Palace last Monday. We're now exactly 7 days on from that, and it's time for Man United versus Liverpool at Old Trafford. Here comes bloody Casemiro coming out. I mean, man's there for a payday, isn't he? He can't even raise a smile. He was crying his eyes out leaving Ray out, and he can't even smile. It's just, yeah. Full Old Trafford, 70,000 fans, iconic football club, iconic stadium, massive history. Yeah, I'm here. Great. What do you want? I don't know. Is Fabinho in so bad shape that Henderson out of position is a better player in an important game? Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But this is where I'm kind of a knobhead when it comes to forming an opinion. I don't like to do it very often because I trust Jurgen Klopp so completely. And we've seen it in the past. When he rotates massively and does weird things with his team, 9 times out of 10, it just sticks, doesn't it? Like, we've played some weird teams against United sometimes. Everton especially, he always seems to do some mad rotation and we absolutely batter them. So, I don't know. We can judge that once the game's over, can't we? If Henderson's had a brilliant game and we've won 5-0, or if he's had a crap game and we've drawn or somehow lost, I think that's one to look back on in hindsight. Hate on owners should not lead to club disrespect. You can't just boo or boycott teams wearing your club T-shirt, at least not Liverpool. Well, so obviously them chanting murderers at us is completely crossing the line, and that's wrong. But I mean, what else can they can't do anything else. There's very little for them to do. It's obviously not directly at the players, although the players have let them down for a very long time. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe you're right, Don. I don't know. Money talks, merit walks. Thank you. I think the people outside are fans who don't pay and just turned up for the sake of it. Well, they're obviously part of this protest, but the ones chanting murderers, do they actually know what the protest is even about? I don't know. Please do like and subscribe, everyone. We are very, very close to kickoff now. I'm probably going to be slightly behind, so I do apologise. Please do get involved, as I said. And yep, she's nailed it. So close to 6,000. Please do subscribe and come on, Liverpool. Yep. So this is the dedication that I go through, everyone. I'm on holiday and I've abandoned my entire family. I've abandoned my entire family just to watch this stupid football club face stupid Man United. So fingers crossed and cheers, everyone. Are you showing the match because I'm from Canada and can't watch? Sam, I wish I could do that. Sam, but I can't. It's illegal. But if you would like, I can give you commentary and we can have a laugh and we can have a chat about it. Alternatively, you can go and find it somewhere. But if you could subscribe, we go live every night at 7:30 and have videos throughout the day all about Liverpool. I don't know if you're a Liverpool or Man United supporter or not, but yeah, you won't get any luck on YouTube, I'm afraid, legally at least. So I do apologise for that. I wonder if they're planning to walk out in the 58th minute because this was all planned by the 1958. Yeah, I know there was mention of a walkout. How much of it's going to happen? I mean, if we batter them 5-0 and it gets to 58th minute, they'll all say, "Oh yeah, it was part of the protest, mate." But we all know why that will be. Are you even confident tonight after the first 2 games? No, I'm bloody not. I mean, the first 2 games, yeah, exactly. But I'm not. I hate being the favourite. I absolutely hate it. It gives me such a bad vibe when everyone goes on about how good we are and how last season we battered them 4-0, 5-0. It gives me such a bad vibe. The game kicks off in about 5 minutes or so. The game kicks off in 5 minutes. 8 p.m. in the UK, 9 p.m. if you're in Spain or anywhere with +1 to GMT or whatever it is. 6-0 Don Van Dijk's gone for. Bloody hell. I can't do it. I can't be as confident. I cannot be as confident as you lot. I'm going to go for I'm going to go for exactly what I predicted for the Crystal Palace game, which obviously didn't go to plan. I'm going to go for a 2-0. I'm going to go for a 2-0. We've got to back us to get a clean sheet for the first time this year. And they've got Rashford up front, for God's sake. I know they'll bring Ronaldo on later, but they've got Rashford as their number 9. Yeah, they're all down in the town we're staying in at a restaurant, and they've all decided, let's log on and watch Louis stream. So yes, they probably all are, or at least watching from one person's account. So it's quite embarrassing, as you can imagine. But we move. So as we are about 4 minutes away, players lining up in the tunnel, at least for me. Let's get the predictions in, everyone. What are you thinking? And please do like and subscribe as well. I've gone for a 2-0. Don's gone for a 6-0 or a 6-1, which I think is incredible. Assassin Eagle's gone for a 3-1, despite being a United fan. He's gone for Liverpool to win 3-1. Do we have any other predictions already? No. What we've got down here? I think my dad's taken over my mum's account. My dad's a massive West Ham fan, and he's just said, "Come on, you Irons," but he spelt it IONS, which I'm pretty sure is like a scientific thing, isn't it? Ions. Oh, I sound like such a dickhead right now. Yeah, so as I've explained already, I'm probably going to be slightly behind on the actual game because I'm in a different country and it's an Amazon Fire Stick, but a slightly dodgy one. Okay, because you normally wouldn't get Sky on it, so don't tell anybody that. So if you want to post spoilers, bloody go for it. Because if it's 2 minutes bloody behind, I'm not going to hold you to that. But having said that, it's 3 minutes to 8, and the players are walking out. So I feel like I'm not too bad actually. But we're going to get to see that interesting Liverpool away kit again for the second time this season. I'm still a bit out on it. I don't know if I like it or not. We haven't got our third kit yet. That's been touted to be like a dark green with similar patterns to the away kit, but yeah, I don't know if I like it. Listen up, folks. Louis will be watched by his mum today, so you better behave. She won't last. I think this is my nephew now. I think my nephew is on my mum's YouTube account because I don't think he's got his own. So we're all good. Say what you want. Cuss and swear as much as you bloody want. But yeah, she is cool. She is cool, Jen. 3-1. Another prediction. We'll run through the team sheets as well. Right, bear with me 2 seconds. You can still hear me, I think. So we're all good. I'm just getting myself a quick refill. And if you can hear that background noise, that's the sound of bloody crickets trying to cool themselves down in hot Spain. And we're on our way back again. Yes, I'm useless. Bloody McTominay's playing, at least. And Bruno Fernandes, Elanga and Sancho as the attacking three of Marcus Rashford up front. Dad thinks 2-0 to Liverpool. I don't know if that's Tommy. I don't know if that's my brother, my nephew's dad, or my dad, but we'll go with it. Right, Alisson is in goal. It's Trent, Gomez, Van Dijk and Robertson at the back. Midfield three of Henderson, Milner and Harvey Elliott. Up front, Diaz, Salah, and the returning Bobby, bloody Firmino. On the benches, Adrian and Davis. 2 goalkeepers on the bench Liverpool today. Is it a message? Let me know. Fabinho, Tsimikas, Carvalho, Clark, Bajcetic, Phillips and Vandenberg make up the substitutes bench. The key news for Man United is that Maguire and Ronaldo are both benched for this game. And Marcus Rashford is leading the line. Eriksen continues in, what looks like a more defensive midfield role alongside Scott McTominay. What a recipe that is. And it is a back four of Malacia, Dalot, Bloody, I'm literally the worst commentator in the world. Bloody Varane and Martinez and Delo at right back. Right, hang on. So you should still be able to hear me just about all right. But it's a massive game for Joe Gomez. Obviously, a part of the most recent squad as well. But this is, even though a lot of people will say, well, Man United is shit, it's still a big test. It's a big game. It's a high intensity game watched by millions around the world. That's not me weeing. That is Coca-Cola pouring. Diaz will score and Salah. Bring me back some sangria, please. This is my birthday soon on 3rd of September. Just got myself a handbag. I'll try and remember that, and I'll wish you a happy birthday. We're underway. There will be no timer today because we're on the bare bones of technology. But Henderson, with his first role in the number 6, intercepts and plays it back to the goalkeeper, Alisson. Let me just change this so everyone knows the game is actually underway. It's 0-0. Oh, that's not right. It's good to be back. Salah and Martinez getting into it already. Martinez trying to show he's Mr. Big Bollocks and doesn't have massive short person syndrome. Salah laughing it off. Let's have a look at what happened here. Yep, tackles him from behind. Clear foul. And Martinez trying to give it all that. Woo-hoo-hoo. He's a rattled little boy, he is. Garden Gnome FC. First question of the day. How many Liverpool players in the lineup do not have a beard? Ooh, Diaz. I mean, even if he's got a bit of facial hair, but I wouldn't call that a beard. Diaz, Firmino, Van Dijk's got his stubble, isn't he? Trent, Robertson, he's got a lot of stubble. And Milner's got a beard, doesn't he? And Harvey Elliott doesn't. Or actually, he does, doesn't he? Basically just went for every single player. So, I mean, this is what the Man United players have to do, isn't it? They've got to get stuck in and try and get the crowd on side, which they're not at this moment in time. Jen's gone for a 6-0 as well. There's a long ball was played to Van Dijk, who is forced to head it back to Alisson and does so comfortably. We just got, I mean, we're experienced. We're experienced in these type of games. It's just a case of not letting this crowd get to us in any way. Is Robertson trying to press Delo, I think. But David De Gea is able to get it clean. It's a brilliant touchdown by Joe Gomez, actually. Credit to him. No, they don't have beards as good. Not a chance. There's Virgil van Dijk. I don't expect this to be a high-scoring game. I've got to tell you, but a lot of you are going to disagree with me on that one. Just make sure that we like the video and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and share it about as well. A lot of people, unfortunately, have just disappeared, which is a shame. But here we come, hopefully on the attack. Although it's unlucky there. But it's back with the goalkeeper. So I'm on 3 minutes. I feel like I'm not that far behind. YouTube itself will delay a few seconds as well. But I don't feel like I'm that far behind. So I think we're doing well. Man United with their first real spell of possession, and they've broken through our back line already. It's Rashford. Oh, Van Dijk with some vintage recovery there. But what happened? What happened there? There was just like 2 passes, and suddenly our defense was wide open. I'm not sure what happened. If Gomez got drawn out, and there's just a massive gap in behind him, and they nearly exploited it. Rashford bearing down on goal, and Van Dijk recovered very quickly and managed to put a stop on it just before he got the shot off, actually. He was in a very, very decent position. So I'm quite keen to have a look back at that. I'm sure Bojack will be watching with with eagle eyes, especially if it's Joe Gomez in question. But that's going to get the crowd up and behind Man United players for sure. As I said, after that first 2.5 minutes or so, United finally able to get some passes together, but a long ball forward from the back is let go by Robertson, and quick throw taken back to his goalkeeper. Whoop, excuse me. And we can start again from there. But yeah, that wasn't very good. That wasn't very good, I've got to say. And that's not going to do our confidence too much good. But here we go with Henderson indeed in the number 6 role, looking to orchestrate this game, looking to be his own version of the lighthouse in place of Fabinho, who's on the bench. Here's a ball forward. Oh my God, who's that? Oh, he's gone down. Oh, the referee's waved it. It was James Milner. It was James Milner rampaging through the back line. I can't believe it. And it's only gone for a goal kick, but he was the furthest man bloody forward. I mean, he's done very, very well there. Ah, could have been a penalty, I reckon. James bloody Milner up against Varane. I mean, he's been sandwiched by 2 players there. I'd have a look at that if I was on VAR. But then again, so would all of us, wouldn't we? Maguire, slabhead, not looking too happy on the bench. This feels like it could have a bit of an end-to-end nature to it. 2 teams desperate to win. 2 teams definitely not in their best form, at least coming into this game. Because now it's United on the ball. And forward balls just look very easy for both sides. Having said that, United have just gone all the way back to their goalkeeper, having been in a relatively decent position. Deal with that. Ah, Trent, man, deal with that. Oh, it's a free kick. Bloody hell, man. It's not a great start. I mean, we've had a decent little run there, but Bruno Fernandes with a nice reverse ball wrapped to Rashford, and Trent's just not had any choice but to foul him there. Well, did he? I don't know. He was kind of running away from goal, but this is in a very good position. If they'll wish they'd had Ronaldo on the pitch for this one, but it's Christian Eriksen taking it. This is a juicy angle. It's almost right on the 18-yard line, and it's slightly closer to the edge than it is to the centre. Here we go. Oh, the wall does its job. So it's a corner. Wall does a good job there. Thank God for that. I'm telling you, man, I've got a bad feeling about this game. Let's see how close we can get that. Milner must have taken some sort of horse stimulant. The man is almost 37, for God's sake. What's keeping his mojo up? I don't understand. He's an absolute freak of nature, isn't he? But let's see what happens from this corner kick. Malacia takes an in-swinger. It's gone bloody deep. But they get that ball, headed it across goal. Alisson claims. Right, let's settle down. Settle down now, because it's not been a great start. I don't like it. It feels way too open at the back. Eight minutes in, and I'm not seeing too much of the likes of Salah and Diaz yet. Not been able to get them too involved. It's tough doing Man United because everyone just wants to watch bloody Mark Goldbridge, don't they? And Firmino is so deep, which is what we're used to, isn't it? But it always surprises me the places he crops up in. Just no other striker in the world would come that far back to do a bit of defending. No way at all. But first 10 minutes gone essentially, and you'd have to give it to Man United. You'd have to give it to Man United, and it's not great because they're normally slow bloody starters. Like they lost the Brentford game in the first half. They lost against us in the first half. Oh, it's open again. Oh no! Oh! Oh, Langer's hit the post. How's he done that? They're coming again. Oh, it's out for a corner. What is going on with us? We look so slow. What's going on? Gomez and Van Dijk are miles apart from each other. I don't understand. Elanga just has to slot it past Alisson, but he crashes it off the bar instead. And it's a massive let-off. And if there was any doubt about these first 10 minutes, it's absolutely Man United's. They've got us. They've got us sussed at the minute. I just don't understand why we look so slow and so spread out. It's worrying. Nah. Oh. It was close. Very, very close. Oh, Eric Ten Hag thought he'd scored. He thought we'd done it. Woo! That's got to be a warning sign. That's got to stir us on. That's all it's got to do. Bojack going in on Gomez already. I didn't think it would take long. No foul given by the referee on Jordan Henderson. Could be a lucky boy there. He's found Diaz with a pretty decent ball, but De Gea's come out and got to that first. This is a massive game for both teams, man. And you can tell United are so up for this. I bloody knew it. I knew they would be. But that doesn't excuse how slow and open we've looked. Oh, I don't know. Even Fabinho at his worst, I don't think we look this open. And that's not on Henderson. Henderson is not a natural number 6. And that's not where he predominantly plays and trains in this team. He plays and trains as a number 8 most of the time. So it's not his fault. I just find it quite worrying. But hopefully we can take the sting out of it over these next 5 minutes if we're lucky. So we're on the ball and fairly comfortable with it. Here's Gomez. Finds Trent. And he's Salah. So Trent is completely inverted now. He's not even offering like in the wide, wide. It's Salah who drops deep. Or maybe that was just that occasion. I don't know. Gomez doing cartwheels and acrobatics as the United player hits the post. I'm convinced because I'm sure some of these sites like Sky and BT have, when you press the red button or what have you, you can focus on one player. And I'm sure that's what Bojack does and just has the camera constantly on Joe Gomez. Got one ball over the top and Elanga's causing us troubles here, but Trent deals with it well. There's going to be no foul given for that. Elanga's rolling around all over the place. Long ball forward by Trent, headed by Malacia, I think. But it comes back to Trent. And he gives it to Joe Gomez in space. And we can play out again from there. Shame we didn't play this good for Sweden. Says Matthias. Tell your boy to take it easy, mate. We haven't created anything yet. And United have created 2 or 3 chances. And that is why I hate being the favourite. Because already the narratives are writing themselves. Even if we win this game, United are going to get so many bloody props for being defiant and playing well against a much better team and putting us under serious pressure. I mean, look at them. We're second best. Luckily, we win it at the third or fourth attempt there, but we're second best to all these second balls. And that's just when you know things aren't right. But here comes Salah into the box. Oh, Firmino unlucky. Just tackled at the right moment by, I think that was Martinez. He was running onto it. And Man United are going to try and break with this. It's with Sancho on the right. He's got an overlap. Goes inside, comes back out. It's, yes, Rashford over on the right-hand side now. Up against Van Dijk. Fernandes into the box. Oh, God, if he'd have shot. Malacia. Back to Martinez. Oh, here we go. This ain't good. This ain't good. He's got time and space. He's got time and space. Oh, no. No, 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 no. It's Sancho. Sancho has put Man United 1-0 up. I bloody knew it. I bloody knew this would happen. I can't believe it. It's been dreadful. Midfield problems or not, we have been dreadful. And Milner's giving Van Dijk a stern talking to. I don't know what about. But Jesus effing Christ. We were given the warnings and we've just been second best the whole first 15 minutes of this game. And it's so easy. He's got the ball. He touches the ball about 7 times in our box. And there's no challenge made. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. I hate that. I fucking hate that. We're 1-0 down. The headlines write themselves. Oh, we've just given Ten Hag his first United goal, haven't we? Did they score against Brighton in the opening game? It's 6 games in a row we've conceded the opening goal. Oh, no, no, no. We've got to buck up. We've got to buck up our ideas. And Gomez is he's lucky there. He's trying to find Robertson, but it was intercepted, but not controlled, and goes out for a throw-in. Now it's back with Gomez. He's under pressure. Alisson might have to go long here. No, finds the ball to Henderson. Now Gomez again. I just don't get it, though. Our defence hasn't changed. And we just look so slow. All of them. Like, that goal has got barely anything to do with the midfield. I don't think. I mean, yeah, maybe Milner sells himself a bit for the shot, but this could be an interesting night. We look like a team who's got to respond, and hopefully we do so very quickly. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's unlucky. Luis Diaz trying to channel his inner Luis Suarez. But his shot can only go wide, and it looked quite weak anyway. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I can't look at my phone because it's going to be a horrific place. I just knew it. In the pit of my gut, I knew it. Losing to Brighton and then getting pumped by Brentford. There just would be a reaction. There just had to be. It's 7 Premier League games in a row we've conceded first. Let me put that down on me a bit more. We need to respond quick. We need to get back in. Hopefully United might fall into the trap and try and just defend this lead. Maybe they don't trust themselves. You know, they'll probably be as stunned as most of us that they've gone in front and been first to everything. They might be just as stunned as we are, but here they come again. Where's all this space? Oh my God, it's going to be two. It's going to be, Joe Gomez with a vital block. Rashford almost making it two. We're being cut open. Liverpool being cut open 2 or 3 times within 20 minutes of this game. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. There's a long way to go, but you cannot help but vent your frustration with how bad we look at the back. Can this Liverpool side fight for a trophy this season? It depends on injuries, doesn't it? I mean, you look at the players out. This current midfield would be on the bench. You'd imagine. How much can you trust those players who are injured? It's a luck of the draw, I think. And we just look outnumbered on the attack. There's just not enough of. There's just never enough of us. Like we play nice little intricate passes and 1-2s, but as soon as we get to their back four, there's just not enough of us around. We just get swarmed. Whoever receives it next to the back four, whether it's Diaz or Firmino, they just get swarmed, and there's only so much individual skill can do for you. Gary Neville will be bloody creaming in his pants, won't he? I've got the commentary. I've got the TV turned right down, luckily, so I couldn't bear to listen to all that. But it's not good. Work to do. So, if you haven't liked this video yet, I think now is your indicator to do that. Because it's obviously holding Liverpool back here. So please do like and please subscribe as well. The next goal, I hate to call it this, the next goal has to go to us, or things turn very, very sour very quickly. Here we are on the attack. It's a decent ball into the box. Milner won't be able to keep it in. Goal kick. Milner looks up for a fight, mate. He's just gone and shoulder barged Martinez now. I mean, his hands are all over him, but you won't get anything for it. Not doing much with this midfield this season, even without injuries, said Frogzilla. We still haven't had a shot, and certainly not a shot on goal. I mean, that's bad, isn't it? I honestly think, though, if Núñez wasn't suspended, we'd be winning this. Or we would have at least had a shot on target. I mean, he can't do anything about the atrocious defending there. So frustrating. We just had 2 or 3, and then that massive warning shot from United, and we did not react at all. Like, it clearly got the crowd on side, got the players pumped up. We just had to control it for a bit, just slow the game down. But going back to that, I could see Milner getting. I mean, he'll get yellow carded, but I could easily see Milner getting sent off. He looks unnaturally fired up for some reason. And it's going to be a free kick to Man United here. Please do let me know if you can hear the telly in the background, because I'll have to turn that off. Please do keep getting involved in the live chat as well, by the way. Let me know your thoughts on this. It's not great. It's going to be so it's going to be another free kick, sorry. And they're just going to be so up for this now. They're going to give absolutely everything to this game. And they still won't finish top 4. But that's what happens in a big derby. Here comes Eriksen with the free kick. Oh my Christ. I thought that was dipping in. Just over. Alisson saved it, I think. That's a corner. Jesus fucking Christ. I can't believe it. That was going in. Alisson tips it just about wide. But the corner comes to nothing. Oh. The thing is, I know that they've been terrible for a long time and not shown stuff like this for ages. But this shouldn't surprise anyone. This is what these United players do. Whenever they feel like it, or whenever things get like horrifically bad, they'll just say sod it and actually start playing. So they'll, already 25 minutes in, not jumping to conclusions, but they might win this. And then maybe they'll win their next 2 or 3 games. And then they'll go back to being dog shit again. And it's just the circle of Man United. Yeah, Carvalho. I think he'd thrive in this game, even though he's young. That would have been a bold choice to start Carvalho. Here comes Diaz. He's fouled there. That's a yellow card, isn't it? First yellow card. And that's, Varane in the book. That's good. First and only real positive of this game. I think this free kick is definitely a bit too far out to actually do anything. But United, they look a bit edgy. So it's a decent ball from Robertson, but none of us lot followed it in. It was it just met a sea of red shirts. I like Elliott, but he has no size or speed. What is his upside? I think that's a bit harsh. He's a very good technical player. But no, to be fair, though, I agree with you. That's what I said after the Community Shield game. I said his game has got to be focused around finding space for himself. He can't get into tussles or duels. Oh, we've won it well. Luis Diaz chipped ball. What was that? We still got it? Yes. Trent. Salah. Fell to Henderson of all people, and he scuffs his effort. Unlucky. Decent bit of pressing from us. No, I said this after the Community Shield about Elliott. I said he has to find space for himself. That has to be his game. He can't go up against anyone in his current state. He's still a child. You've got to remember that. He won't. He won't. He went up against Rodri at some point, and he just got breezed off the ball. It can't be his game trying to, win the ball in tight situations. I don't think. You're supposed to be outside seeing Liverpool fans. No sign of any United fans walking out so far. Weird. Well, it's because their team's doing well. That's exactly, if you watch that Arsenal All or Nothing documentary, that's exactly what happened. 3 games, 3 losses, and in the background of what had happened with the Super League, Fans were bloody fuming, calling for Arteta's head, the players' heads, and the Kroenke family's heads. And then they go and win a few games. And now, going into this season, bloody Arteta's brilliant. Yeah, our recruitment policy's been fantastic. Love it. And look at them. Look at them all cheering. Look at them all cheering their team. How lovely is that? The same United fans who've been chastising them correctly for letting down manager after manager. And now Dalot, after fouling Diaz multiple times, gets touched and falls over, gets a nice cheer from the crowd. How lovely is that? I am fuming. I am fuming with how this game is going, but I bloody knew it. I bloody knew it would go like this. We've got to buck up our ideas quickly. We found a bit of space. Here's Harvey Elliott. What can you do, son? Fernandez chasing. Finds Firmino so deep. Henderson plays a nice ball out to Robertson, actually. We've got space here. Diaz, do something magical, son. Goes to the byline, crosses in, deflection, out for a corner. Right. Gomez, this is the best. This is the time to score your first Liverpool goal. Or anyone. It's really good from Diaz. We've got to make the most of this. But you can see it hitting the first man, can't you? It's amazing. 3 Premier League games. We haven't scored first in any of them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't do this to me now. Let me know your thoughts on this, because I am frustrated. Incredibly frustrated. Oh, God. Please do like and subscribe, by the way. We look a shadow of our former selves, says Matthias. Oh, so the corner came to nothing. What a surprise. Long ball from United, but Rashford offside. We're making them look too good. We're making them look far too good. Is this some sort of complex 6D chess from Klopp to lure them into a false sense of security and not sign more players and screw their entire season? Maybe. It's gutting because I said in the morning, I said, if Ten Hag makes the changes that he should make, we could be in trouble, or it'll be at least more of a competitive game, and that's exactly what's happened. I said he had to drop Maguire, and that's what he's done. I mean, sod Brentford, man. It was fun to laugh at, but they should never have beaten them 4-0. It was always going to cause like a massive ripple. I'm just in the state of pulling my underlip over my head and trying to swallow. Whatever gets you through. Whatever gets you through. It's not good. And there's only so much we can change from off the bench because there's not many options. Carvalho is really our only attacking change we can make to try and spice it up a bit. My stream ain't bloody working now. Just to add insult to injury, nothing's working. How wonderful is that? Uh, yeah, okay, so it's not just me then. But I guess you're not watching it on what's supposed to be Sky. So, when does the transfer window close? Closes at the end of August, 1st of September, I believe. Actually, a hell of a lot of pounds on that United bench. Liverpool's not so much. FSG could do with spending on some reinforcements. I mean, that's the thing. Even like it's too late, isn't it? Like we could get one player in, maybe. But we're not going to get reinforcements, are we? It's just going to be one player at a push if we decide to go for it or not. Oh, this is not going well. Just need one to help that midfield. Ugh, does one solve all this? I don't know if it does, you know. I mean, I'm just in a state of shock. I'm just trying to get this bloody thing to work, but in the meantime, nothing feels right at the minute. I don't know if it's just football or what, but everything just feels a little bit off. It's not quite the same. Shaking with anger, Anissa is. That's not good. Annoyed Anissa now. I can't get anything to work. Fucking hell. If anyone knows what's happening in the game, do let me know. This is a watch along where the host cannot watch along. When everything was working absolutely fine before. Milner fouled Bruno. Oh, God. Well, it doesn't matter, does it? Oh, I am. I'm watching on a dodgy Amazon Fire Stick and fucking not working now. It was working all day, all of yesterday, but no, for this game, it ain't working. When I'm doing the bloody watch along, it decided to pack it in. Unbelievable. No, I don't have Now TV. Oh, don't pay. I've got to pay for Virgin, but no, in Spain it won't work. It's got to be in the. We're not in the EU anymore, so they don't allow any British stuff to be played over here. It's just it's just an absolute travesty. It really is. Off the post. Who for? Well, please do like and subscribe if you feel able to. Make this whole process worthwhile, because this game bloody isn't. Oh, we've still not figured out how to break them when they're break them down when they're when they sit 5 wide. Own goal on, yeah, but for who? You got to tell me who, Adam. I can't see anything. My phone's absolutely blown up. Yeah, Fabinho's got to come on. If we're still as bad as I last saw us being, it's got to be Fabinho on. Sorry, you're losing. Yeah. Thanks. Means a lot. Fabio for Bobby, maybe. I'd like to see that. I don't think he's provided anything, Bobby, unfortunately. Some defensive actions for sure, but generally nowhere near enough for what we need. Ali, hope you're well. Right, I've got a plan, everyone. Bear with me a second. It involves me getting my headphones. Yeah, luckily it's not actually my mum. It's my bloody it's my nephew just using my mum's phone or YouTube account. Thankfully, that would be a low point, wouldn't it? Right, what are we doing here? Have I still got? I don't know. What would it be on? Would it be on? Would it be on Talksport? We haven't scored. Oh, that's all right then, isn't it? I half need a wee as well, so I'm desperate for half time. Almost half showing some life. Oh, well, that's good. In the Manchester United Liverpool derby, half showing some life, bloody winning the day. I hope it's on Talksport. I did see the goal and I hated every minute of it. Oh, I just want to listen to the game. Why does it make me fill out all this stuff? How are we doing? Please don't tell me we've equalised or something. Right, we're back on. Oh, no, I'm meant to be connected. Why am I not listening? What's it doing? There we go. Right, I'm going to go for a wee because I need to. I'm desperate, but bear with me. Right, now I am back. I'm not. I'm not skipping on the game. So that's half time. Anyway, I'm listening to it on Talk Bloody Sport now, of all places. Um, this is a massive 45 minutes. It's it's a gigantic 45 minutes, isn't it? Don Van Dijk. I said 6-1 doesn't mean concede the first goal first. Well, I think 6-1's out the window, isn't it? Yeah, it's just nothing logical about this game. So the Man United players are surrounding the referee for something. So if someone could tell me what they think that is, I don't know. I need to turn them down for the second. I don't need to listen to them for the whole half time, do I? I don't need to listen to Adrian Durham tell me what's wrong with this team. Oh, God. 2-1, still going with that, says Cedric. This is 2 games in a row. I've backed us to keep a clean sheet. And 2 games in a row, we've conceded first. I've been made to like an absolute bloody idiot. Yeah, Josh, I'll have a look at what you sent. What a crock of wank. Yep, I agree with you on that one, Gary. Look, for everybody who's joining, thank you for joining for whatever reason you are. We're losing 1-0. It's half time. It's been a pretty atrocious first half. We haven't got the bench to change this game. We've been second best to absolutely everything. And it's atrocious. That's it, isn't it? There's not much else you can say. We've lost every contest in the midfield. Exactly that. It was so open. I'm like, maybe you expect that in the first game of the season because even though we've had pre-season, you're never fully fit at the first game. So you can kind of excuse it and just hope you pick up a result anyway. But we're 3 games in now, and it's the same back four. Like, maybe the goal was involved the midfield somehow, but the other key chances that they got, it was just like these simple balls over the top, or all of a sudden one through ball, and our midfield, our defense was just so spread out, and I can't pinpoint what that's about. It will take a better mind than me. Maybe I'm naive. I've just got no idea. This is not Liverpool. This same team that played the Community Shield. No, it's not. It's not. There is a long-term issue in that midfield. The signs were there last season, and now they are fully exposed. But that midfield should still be better. Like, I agree with you 100%. We need him. Like, for all the stuff that I say, remember this. I still personally think we need a midfielder. Maybe even two, maybe even three in terms of shipping some out and getting some more in. But even a midfield of Milner, Henderson, and Elliott should beat in Liverpool team with the other quality that we've got, should beat this Man United team. It does, that midfield does not excuse every player on the pitch being second best to every second ball. So many times our midfielders are passing straight to red shirts. What's going on? So was our defence as well. I know that means Joe Gomez, and that's what Bojack will be screaming about. But he genuinely hasn't been that good. Daddy Pig, good to see you, says we look fucked. Yep. And Prajiv says our defence is spread out for no reason. Van Dijk hasn't been at his best this season. It's just a massive shame. Where are the mentality giants? Well, this is when we should see them, isn't it? But I don't know what a manager says to get out of what's happened in the first half. Like, how do you tell players, well, you weren't winning the second balls, go and win them? Like, how does that work? It doesn't make sense. Get your thoughts in the chat, everyone. We're in shambles, says Megan. Well, good to see you, Megan. I hope apart from this, you are doing well. But it is bad. I very rarely overreact or commit, especially to negativity in a watch along, because I know how emotional it can be. But it is genuinely bad. It's genuinely really concerning. And we're 3 games in, and this is not the first time this season we've been like this. It's been like this every single game. We need Fabinho in to bring on Carvalho, but there's got to be some changes. That midfield just can't cope when they should be able to. First game this season, I'm not hungover or half asleep, and it's miserable. Yep, that's it. Just finished up work for the day. Well, what a treat you've been able to come back to, eh? I need to be hungover to watch this. Might look better. Looks like a poor mentality, like the Fulham game. I'm actually upset. I'm gutted. It's going to take a hell of a turnaround, this. Usually try to keep a level head, but I'm a bit concerned. Same here. That's what I mean. Like, I'm usually so middle of the road with like opinions and on watch-alongs. Like, I genuinely think I'm quite boring. Maybe in a good way or a bad way. I don't know. That's up to you guys, isn't it? The ones who stay around, much appreciated. But genuinely, I am worried, and everything just feels off. And I cannot pinpoint if it's Liverpool or if it's just everything going on in the world. Like, the UK is a shithole at the minute. Energy bills are rising, like unprecedentedly. Don't know how we're going to afford them. Got a government who does not care. Raw sewage being dumped in our waters. You know, tax and council tax going up. Water bloody shortages, climate change. And now Liverpool are losing to Man United. It's horrible. I think that, oh my God, I don't think it's the right time to sack Klopp, is it? Not much on the bench in the way of proven performance, so it's likely to be up to this group to transform the course of this contest. 15 to 20 minutes, our midfield was so bad that Gomez and Van Dijk passing between each other or passing backwards. Diaz and Firmino playing at half line. What was that? I don't know what that says. Rudy says, all of my friends are United fans. They are already pissing me off. And Anissa says, I've been saying this. The vibes have seemed off with us. Is this the end of the cycle with this team? Oh, I don't know. It's so hard to say stuff like that after 3 games, because last year, Arsenal should tell you that you got to give it a little bit more than that. You got to give it a bit more time. That's all I'm clinging on to now. Arsenal are the only ones giving me hope right now. Can you believe it? Oh, Lord. Well, we'll be back underway shortly. Well, another 5 minutes or so. I don't even feel like having a break. I'm gutted. Oh, it's dreadful. What am I doing? It will be interesting to see, excuse me, if Fabinho comes on very, very quickly. Look, the good news is there's 45 minutes to start playing poxy football. That's the only positive, isn't it? It's the only real positive. 45 minutes to, oh, bloody hell, to somehow change it around. Too upset to watch this on the TV, getting the phone treatment. Same here. I mean, not by choice. My bloody telly's just decided to not work. Fabinho, well, maybe this is the kick up the arse Fabinho needed to just get back into gear. Fingers crossed. What's going on here? I don't see us scoring like this. We can't rely on Salah. Only Diaz working hard up and down, and Firmino is too deep. Whenever team got pace, we concede goals. Same with Zaha, same with Vinny, and same today. If this is the whole team for the next 1 year, Liverpool is screwed. Diaz and Elliott are the only ones trying. Yeah, I mean, how much can you demand from... What's going on here? There's only so much you can demand from some of these players. I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to say there. We should be getting back underway in a matter of minutes now. Nothing's working now. Will this 45 minutes now define Liverpool's season? Is this a 45-minute title-winning half? Well, I think that's a bit harsh. Not harsh. I just think we can't look at it in that way. There's just no point. There's no point looking at this and saying, is this title defining or not? I don't think there's any benefit to anyone for it. But that's just me. It's all just me. Yeah, that Firmino flick was weird. I feel like me being away from my home when Liverpool play is just bad juju. I haven't been at home a single time Liverpool have played this season, and we haven't won any of them, and we may not win this one. Fulham, I was in a travel lodge. Crystal Palace, I was in Spain, and this game, I'm still in Spain. And it could very well finish Man United 1, Liverpool 0. Dallo looked world class compared to amateur Arnold. I feel like that's almost worse than us losing, is just, how angry everyone gets. And I'm not saying you're not allowed to be angry, but when you've got thousands of people angry in one space, it's horrible. It's just a horrible environment. Uncomfortable question, but do we have to stop covering for Trent's defensive deficiencies now? Is it unsustainable? What what is Adrian Durham going on about? This is why I cannot listen to Talksport anymore. He's talking about criticising Van Dijk. And they say, will I get cancelled for saying this? Oh, will the woke police come and cancel you for it? Mate, you're 70 years old. How old? Have you got kids? Have you got nephews? How old are you to be talking about being cancelled? Grow up, for fuck's sake. Oh, Lord. Uncomfortable question, but do we have to stop covering? No, I've read that one. Anthony Martial appears to be coming on for the home side. Martial is on. Yes, he is a prick. Right. Luckily, we're back with the commentary team, which does not include Adrian Durham. Right, Alanga is off. Martial is in. So is that a good thing or not? Alanga was looking pretty good up against Trent. And no Fabinho for us. Liverpool on the attack early on in the first. This is going to be interesting. This is a new one for me, trying to do a watch along from a radio bloody broadcast. But Liverpool on the attack. I might have to turn this up actually. How could we? I'm sorry to keep on going on. How could we be the team to give United their first points potentially? How are we even close to that? So Martial's playing through the centre and Rashford's back off to the wing. So maybe that could work in our favour. Because Rashford ain't gonna work up and down that wing. It feels like we've been, I don't know, it feels like we've been rattled somehow by the crowd, by the situation outside, which is just so unlike us. It's not a Liverpool performance so far. I know that's easy to say, but these players are not performing like they would normally. Something is wrong. Beer time. Wish I had some Jack Daniels. So does Hyla. Yeah, well, I've had a fair amount actually, and it's not helping. It's not helping. I'll tell you that. We are slow. We're slow to everything. Outgoing, Nunes 60. Wait, hang on. No, incoming 60. Nunes 67 million. Carvalho 5 million. Ramsey, 7 million. Outgoings, Mane, 28 million. Nico, 18. Taki, 13. Ben Davis, 4 million. Net spend, less than 13 million pounds. It's not great reading, is it? Robertson with a ball into the box. It's back out again. We've come out with a decent start, but here's Trent. It's going to be is it a corner? Yes, a corner, right. Come on, it's a decent start. We've come out with a bit more zit about us. I imagine there was some stern words from Klopp there. I'd love to know what he says in times like these at half time. Does he go in for them or does he put his hand around their shoulders? Trent with the corner. Oh, Salah with the volley. But he's bottled it anyway, so it doesn't matter, does it? Oh, time for another drink, I think. Look, we put apologies if you can't hear me as well, but we put a poll out on the channel recently saying if losing to United meant we sign a new midfielder, would you take it? As in, if we beat United, we will not sign a new midfielder. That's your options. Lose and sign one for sure. Win and do not sign one this summer. And I think it was about 72% said no, we cannot lose to Man United. It doesn't matter about midfielders. Given the way tonight's gone, I wonder what that would look like if I posed that another way. So far, Man United are on the attack now. They're just all over us. Like, we're not. How are we struggling so much to just keep track of them? If we get the first goal, then I think stuff can happen. But the longer this goes on, and if United score, that's it. It's game over. 100%. We have to score the next goal. We have to score it pretty soon. Darwin Núñez, man, the bloody idiot. What? Why did he have to go up against Anderson? If you're going to go up against someone, go up against someone who's actually good. Like, go up, I mean, I don't like him, but go up against Rudiger. Get yourself sent off for battering Rudiger. Hyla, I hope you are joking. I hope you're joking. Please choose the whiskey instead. It ain't that bad. Bloody hell, what am I doing? I'm not even holding the bloody microphone. I'm all over the place. Oh, no. No. No, no, no. Oh, my fucking God. How is this happening? How is this happening to us? 2-0 down to Man United. Are you having a laugh? Are you taking the absolute piss? What are we doing? What are we doing? There's no way. It's the substitute. Martial's bloody created it as well. Oh my fucking God. How is this happening? How is this real? Oh! Oh! Oh, it's got to be off. Please tell me it's offside. Please tell me it's offside. Is he offside? Is he offside? Oh my Christ. Oh. We are 2-0 down to Manchester flipping United. Oh, who saw this coming, says the commentator. I bloody did. I saw it coming. It's the most obvious storyline in the bloody world. Battered them last year, lose their first 2 games. Of course. Of course it is. Yeah. Well, we've got to make subs now. He can't keep it, but who? It's got to be Fabinho and Carvalho straight on. That they could genuinely screw us here. They could genuinely do us over. Like, this could turn bad. Fabinho coming on, finally. Meant to be on bloody holiday. What's this next week going to be like? I mean, yeah, I am in absolute disbelief. Go back to the family. No one. Well, they've just got home actually. Yeah, I should have been, shouldn't I? Stupid me. Thought we could. This is bad. This is really, really bad. 2-0 down to Man United. 3 games in, no win, 2 points. Conceded first the last 7 games. It's interesting. I'd love to know. I'd love to know the answer to that. They're through again. No, I've dealt with it. Look at that. A goal for Marcus Rashford, and they're saying Marcus Rashford is back. So it's Henderson coming off, and the commentators are surprised somehow. They think it should be Milner, but I mean, maybe Milner should come off, but Henderson's been atrocious. And he's been atrocious for the past few games as well. You can't keep him. You can't keep rewarding him for this. Yeah, this is a real first. I have not felt this dejected whilst doing a watch along before. They're looking threatening. It can get worse. That's what I mean. We are. This game's over. The game's gone. But it's a case of by how many. So, yeah, you know, all the usual stuff. Please do like and subscribe, etc., etc. Oh my god, can't let McTominay do something against this. I just can't believe how bad we've looked from long balls over the top as well. Like, I don't know whether that's contributed to either of the goals necessarily, but long balls have caused us massive problems, and we're supposed to be, playing a really high line. How can we not deal with high balls? And we've still got another 25 minutes of this. So strap yourselves in, everyone. They're coming again here. Oh my god. Van Dijk saving us. We've gotten so used to the good form we've been in the past few years, we forgot how painful football can be when you're playing like shit. Absolutely. Arsenal for life says, can't believe it. Well, enjoy top of the league. At least someone's enjoying themselves, isn't they? I think Firmino's done. Genuinely, there's only so many chances you can give him, isn't there? It's another ball fizzed into him by Salah, and he's just completely fluffed it, isn't he? Klopp has to answer some questions after this game. For sure, he can't just get away with it. It's not first game in dry pitch. 5-2 to Liverpool, says Donald Trump's time-travelling Blasians. Well, we're running out of time for that. I think I would genuinely have to just delete Twitter for the next week. It's gonna be horrific, innit? I will say, even if I lose, I'm glad I found the LFC transfer room channel. There is a positive result. Well, thank you very much. That does bring a smile to my very glum face. But we gave Eric Ten Hag his first win, and I can't believe it. We've made Martinez look like prime Virgil van Dijk as well. And Malacia just, tackling Salah. I don't think we can get a draw from this game. It was just written. The first 10 minutes told you everything you needed to know about this game. Fabinho with a header. That's our second attempt on goal, I think. Can we even score? I don't think we've got it in us. We haven't created anywhere near enough. If we score now, it changes the game. But I don't think we score. I said 2-0 to Liverpool, but could finish 2-0 to United. Don't be surprised if we don't even get top 4. Well, that's what a loss does to you, doesn't it? That's what the emotion. There's no way. But there'll be people who'll be looking at this thinking like, right, well, they've got to sign people now. We'll be lucky if we get one person in. Genuinely. When you think of it like this as well, we've stopped Maguire coming back into the United team now. How's Eric Ten Hag going to argue that he can change this starting 11 going forward? Martinez and Varane, that's a good centre-back partnership, isn't it? Yeah, I think you're right. The players, the players out and out that we put on that pitch should have enough to beat United, or at least be way closer to them than this. We've been so off it. There's something not right. I mean, that's the problem with a 9 o'clock kickoff in Spain, is that everyone ends up coming back before the game's finished, and I'm not doing that. We've got a baby as well, so got to be relatively quiet. So yeah, it's been not just a shit show in terms of streaming, but it's been a shit show for the game as well. So at least we're in tandem. But I'm back on now. You should be able to hear me fine. I mean, thankfully, the next game is Bournemouth. So if we can't do anything at Bournemouth, then there are problems, isn't it? No, I'm not saying that's where we're at, Bournemouth. I'm just saying, if there's a game to try and get us back on track, it is Bournemouth, isn't it? But as Anissa says, I'm not even confident of that, really. Can we sub you on to play midfield? Mate, I wouldn't. It was nearly 3-0. Nearly 3-0. I can't believe what we're seeing, what I'm hearing. Because I'm on the radio. Yeah, I mean, Diaz, Elliott, that seem to be the only players who've really stood out at all. Who've played anywhere close to good, not even their best. I mean, yeah, if we play like this against Bournemouth, then, but we can't play as bad as this. This is a low point. It's going to be, I know I've said it already, but it's going to be bloody horrific for the next few days. I am switching off mentally. I am not there. I ain't ready for the shitstorm we're about to get. I said it. Everyone was predicting. Excuse me. Everyone was predicting 6-1s, 5-0s, 4-0s. And I said the whole time, I hate being favourites. This feels worse than the Champions League, I feel like. The Champions League was more anger because, we'd gotten so close and it was just one game. And could have easily been 5-0. Jesus. Well, yeah, it sounds like it. I think the club is underestimating other teams. We ain't scoring. We ain't scoring. And are we signing a defender? Or a midfielder, sorry? I don't think so. Can these journalists ask Klopp some proper questions for once? He deserves a grilling. Well, it's going to get juicy, isn't it? I mean, people are going to instantly make comparisons to that bad season at Dortmund, aren't they? Didn't start Carvalho, didn't help. Yeah. In Champions League, we're a better team. It was Real Madrid, not Manchester. Well, yeah, exactly. But it's because of the starts of the season as well. It's just so weird. Like, we look so good in the Community Shield. I know it's Community Shield, but we're playing against Manchester City, and they wanted to win it just as badly as we did. Life felt good back then. Oh, here comes Carvalho, Trent. Oh, saved. I'm so far behind. It's a corner for Liverpool. Taken by, well, corner comes to nothing. Salah scored. Oh, no. Oh, don't do this to me. It's 2-1. Apologies for the quite muted reaction. I've got a sleeping baby in the other room. It's 2-1. Oh, please. That would at least be funny. If we claw this back to 2-2 and deny them a win, that would at least be quite funny. So 10 minutes to try and find something. Can we do it? I doubt it. I must say, I do doubt it. I mean, Fernandez is just a little cunt, isn't he? I don't even think United fans like him that much. Like, unless he scores or gets an assist, I think even they realise how much of a twat he is. Ronaldo preparing to come on. He's going to score, isn't he, Ronaldo? He's going to score. It's going to be 3-1. I can see it a mile away. Simicast coming on as well. That's a strange substitution, isn't it? We've made Malacia look bloody brilliant as well. We've left it too late. I'm telling you. I'm convinced we're not getting a draw. And I am one of the more positive ones. I guarantee you. It's unlucky for Carvalho. There was his shot that was saved. He's not had many opportunities this season so far, but the ones he's had, he's taken. We don't deserve a draw. Nope. But we'll take one. We'll take one now. We didn't expect to be saying that before this game. I think Firmino has done in Premier League, at least in Liverpool. Would have been great if we let him go this summer. If we get a draw from this, United will have bottled it. We don't deserve it at all. We're talking like, I just don't think it's happening. It's just too late. If we'd have gotten this goal 15 minutes ago, maybe. But I don't think it's happening. It's going to be a 2-1 Man United, and well done Man United for holding out. I mean, it doesn't really matter what happens, does it? It's going to be either 2 points in 3 games or 3 points in 3 games, and neither are worth celebrating at all. Lucky Harry Maguire didn't. If Harry Maguire started, we'd be 4-0 up. I am telling you. 5 minutes of added time. Just prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves for it to finish exactly how it is now. 2-1. Well, if VAR says it's not offside, it's not offside, is it? Like, that's not a subjective thing. I didn't see it either because my foreign fire stick gave up on me. Look, the good news is for Bournemouth, we're back in the home studio with a good camera, a good green screen, and it'll be all good. And maybe we'll actually win against Bournemouth. But given today's performance, that is in doubt. God, it should be 3. It should be. If Man United could score, it should be 4 or 5, easy peasy. What is the bad reason? What is the reason for our bad play in all 3 games? This is the same team that played Community Shield, just not Thiago. Beats me. It really does. It will take a greater mind than me to suss out what's happened here. How can you beat Man City and then not win any of your next 3? Adam, bloody hell. Good to see you, but shouldn't have bothered, I don't think. It's been so bad. We've made them look so unnecessarily good. So good. It's over. It's over. Just waiting for full time. We're not going to score. This next week and a half is going to be bloody interesting. I'll tell you that. There's going to be emotion. There's going to be anger. And is there going to be movement? Is there going to be genuinely something going on in the transfer market? I don't know. Literally before this game, they came out and said, nope, that's it. We're done. But now we've lost 2-1. That's it. Yep, full time. I it's full time. Man United 2, Liverpool 1. Would you believe it? This is this is the worst start to a season for a very, very long time. I can tell you that for free. It's the worst start to a season under Klopp. I think we've had genuinely better starts under Rodgers, Dalglish. Look, make sure you're there for the post-match reaction because I think a lot of people are going to be looking for Liverpool channels, looking for upset fans, and I think you're probably going to get that. To be honest, we're going to have some very, very upset people. So make sure you stick around. Post-match reaction will be on in about 5-10 minutes or so. Stick around for that one. I'll see you back in England and hopefully we're better. But I'll be on chat room tomorrow. Thank you for watching, everyone. I take pity on you all and myself. I'll see you in the post match.